Welcome to my kitchen. Today I will be making chicken and stuffing casserole, but I am not going to be using a cream of chicken or celery or mushroom soup. I'm going to make my own, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I have 3 tablespoons of butter that I've melted. To that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of flour. And I'm just going to whisk that for about a minute just to get that flour all combined. Once that's all combined, I'm going to add a half a cup of chicken stock or chicken broth, whatever you have. Give that a little whisk. And a half a cup of milk. I'm using 2%, but you could use whole milk if you wanted to. And I'm just going to bring that up to almost a boil. And I'm going to just keep stirring it. It'll take a minute or two. And what you should see is it start to thicken. Okay, that took about 3 to 4 minutes. To that, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. And you can see that it's thickened up. And then I'm going to set this aside. The next thing I'm going to do is make my stuffing. I am just using stovetop stuffing mix. This is a 6-ounce package. You can make your own if you would like. Just going to put that in a bowl. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken broth or chicken stock. And then I have 1 stick of butter that I melted in the microwave. And I'm just going to mix that with a fork until all the butter is combined with the stuffing mix. And then I'm going to cover this with a towel and just let this sit for about 5 minutes until all the liquid has been absorbed. And now it's time to start putting it together. So I have greased a 10 by 10 inch pan. And I'm going to add 2 cups of cooked chicken. You do want to use cooked chicken. I'm just using a leftover rotisserie chicken. I'm going to season that with some pepper and some salt. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of diced onion. And I have 1 teaspoon of celery seed. You can use celery if you like celery. We don't really like celery, so I'm using celery seed. Then I have 1 teaspoon of thyme and a half a teaspoon of rosemary. Just going to sprinkle that over. And I'm going to give that a quick stir. To that, I'm going to add our cream of chicken. Now, you could use a 10-ounce can of cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of celery, whatever you like. I know a lot of people don't like to use the cream soups, so that's why I did this recipe and made the cream soup. And get all that in there. To that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of milk. And I'm going to add some carrots and peas. This is about a cup. You could use other vegetables if you prefer. And give that a quick mix till it's all combined. Once that's all combined, you just want to flatten that out so that it's all even in the pan. And then add the stuffing on top. And again, you just want that as even as you can get it. And then I'm going to bake this in a preheated 375 degree oven for 30 to 40 minutes. What you want to see is the top will brown and it'll start getting bubbly around the edges. I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, it's been about 35 minutes and our casserole is done. That's what you want to see is the browning on the top and the bubbling on the sides. I'm going to let this rest for about 10 minutes before I cut into it to firm it up a little bit. I'll be back and show you what the inside looks like. Okay, I let it rest for about 10 minutes and that just allows it to kind of get all the juices absorbed. And I'm just going to put this on a plate. This is super, super easy to make. I hope you give it a try. Please consider subscribing to my channel and share with your family and friends who you think might enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join me on the next one.
Is that the one you made all the